Size, how big a win that is for West Ham. Up to 30 points, 3 clear of Villa and Bournemouth on 27, and they have a better goal difference, and now 2 clear of Watford, and suddenly only 3 behind Brighton as well. Remember that West Ham have Villa and Watford at home still to play. As I say, another damaging day for Bournemouth. They've missed the opportunity to claw back crucial points as far as they are concerned. Well, Leicester stay in third after all that, because they knew after defeat at Goodison if Chelsea had won, they would have dropped to 4th. But Chelsea, 32 played, 54 points. A point behind Chelsea, but only 2 ahead of Arsenal and Wolves. Manchester United and Wolves. And Arsenal have moved up to 7th, which, remember, could well be a Europa League place. They're on 46 points. Spurs can overtake them tomorrow with a win at Bramall Lane.
Frank, obviously not what you were looking for, but what are your thoughts on the defeat and the manner of it?
Let's say the story of our season, because it's been a good season, but there have been so many of these moments. I explained it clearly to the players before. We go and have a good restart, 3 good results. Opportunity today to go 3rd. But you have to do every part of the game to get results in games like this. You can dominate possession, which we did most of the game. But if there are moments where you switch off, if you go 1-0 up and then make 2 or 3 errors towards them scoring a goal to go 1-1 just before half time, you're going to encourage teams on, and it's been there. I'm very aware of it, but the players at those moments have to show an extra mentality, an extra bit to do the bits that see a game through like this when you have a lot of domination.
As well as making you angry, does it also frustrate you? Because when we spoke before the game, you sounded a note of caution. You said the Premier League has a habit of biting you unless you are at it 100% all the time.
Yeah, and I get to see the group as closely as anybody because it's my job. And I've seen us play great games, but then I've seen us have moments, like I keep saying, where there have been opportunities around us to capitalise on a situation, close a gap, jump a team, and that's the difference for us at the minute. And that shows how much work we've got to do.
Is it a mentality? Is it a finishing, or is it an overall thing? Would you say?
There's without a doubt a good group of lads and players in there, but when you analyse and see a lack of consistency, and when you say we can play really well, Manchester City, fantastic discipline, work rate, lots of good things, and then this year we can feel a game like this coming. So again, shows the work we need to do.
Could you have done better for the winning goal?
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you feel like we're the team that's going to win the game. We're dominating, but you always know that with Antonio it can stick. And if we're going to open up to try and score that winning goal, we have to be ready to run the other way and defend better. Yeah, we could.
As the manager, what do you do now after this? Do you deliver home truths, or how do you deal with?
Yeah, listen. I mean, we're 2 points ahead of Manchester United, who've been playing fantastic on a great run and beaten us twice, and we're 2 points clear of them. Wolves are having a great season, they're 2 points behind us. We're 1 point behind Leicester, who've had a great season. So there's perspective, and we're upset because we want to win the game, because we're a team and we're footballers and we know we're in a decent position. So there's no point in me being down, but I can't help but say the truth today. It's a game we should win coming here tonight.
Frank, thanks for your time.
Thank you. Cheers, Jeff.
Thanks, Frank.
And he did tell the truth. Let me tell you, I've been on the other end of a microphone with one Tim Sherwood when he's come out of a losing dressing room, and seen similar interviews to that. You can empathise with
absolutely.
With
I think Frank done well by taking his time. I think he never took his time because he was talking to the players for that long. He's probably calming himself down as something what not just of. I just come straight
We didn't
out.
want you to be fair.
Listen, I think he's realistic in his appraisal. I had that thought tonight. You know, when I was watching the game evolve, I just thought they always looked a bit soft on the counter-attack. It looked like they perhaps don't want to run back towards their own goal as quickly as they want. When you saw the players, they had Mason Mount, Loftus-Cheek, Pulisic, Willian, they're all on the pitch at the end, they're all in and around the penalty box, all looking to score the winning goal. Giroud's on the field, and then you've got Azpilicueta bombing forward as a fullback, and Alonso, and that winning goal, Yarmolenko standing next to Alonso when it breaks and sticks into Antonio, and when he switches the play into Yarmolenko, he's about 30 yards behind him, Alonso. But when they break forward, he wants to run forward. He wants to get on the end of things there, but he doesn't want to do the dirty work getting that way. And I think Frank would be pulling him and saying, I certainly would, and just say, let's have a little look at this. It's not all about the glory. It's not all about, sometimes you have to put the hard yards in to get back and help your team out and preserve what you have, which is a point.
But having said that, Chelsea are still in a very good position to finish in the top 4, aren't they?
Yeah, and Frank used the word perspective, and that's what, once all the dust has settled, he'll sit down and he'll think, we've had a good season so far, but it'll count for nothing if they end up coming 6th in the league or something. They've got to finish the job off now. They've had a good season. It looks as if the future is bright for them as well, with the signings they're going to make and some of the young players getting better and better. But there's no time like the present, and they've got to capitalise on a good season by getting into that top 4. They can't trip up now at the final hurdle.
It was action-packed, it was incident-packed. Can you put into words the manner of that victory and what it means?
It is massive. There's been so many games, I'm blowing inside.
You deserve to be. You've worked your socks off.
There's just so many games where we've been just so close, and like today, managed to get a goal, go underneath, move taken away from us, go 1-0 down, managed to bring it back, goes 2-2, and then get the winner in the end. It's just like, it shows the grit that we got, shows the belief that we've got, and just shows that we're not going to give up. We're going to keep fighting to the end.
And the key there, you say that resilience, not feeling sorry for yourselves when that goal was taken away under VAR after what's happened recently.
Just so... I really dislike VAR. I really dislike it. It's just this season, so many things have just not gone our way, and then it's gone against us so many times. But today, it didn't stop us. We just kept going and get the victory.
What was it like for you tonight? Because you had to cover so much ground, spot opportunities.
It was hard. Obviously, there was times where they keep the ball so well, they play unbelievable football, and they pin us in. When they lose it, they press us straight away. So I've got to get on loose balls and just try and keep it for the team. And it was very hard, but we showed the grit that we got, showed the fight that we got, and the determination that we got, and we're going to keep going until the end and make sure that we're safe.
Having said that, you're in a relegation scrap. The winning goal was a goal of great quality, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, definitely. Yarmolenko's got that to abundance. You've seen it over the seasons, that when he cuts into his left foot, it's going into the far corner. He always does it, and it's difficult to stop. It shows the squad that we have, and it shows that we shouldn't be in the situation that we are, but we are. We need to get ourselves out of it.
As well as the points it gives you, what else does tonight give you?
It gives us that confidence, gives us that belief. Not the fact that we've won the game, it's the fact that we went down. We got a goal taken away from us, and we've managed to get back in. And Chelsea's a quality team. They're fighting for Champions League. The squad that they have and everything they have. So if we can do it against them, we can do it against anybody.
You can probably smile about it now, but were you asking Martin Atkinson why the goal was potentially being ruled out? Are you any the wiser as to why you were ruled out? Why it was ruled out?
I don't really understand, because Kovacic, he's flicked the ball, and then I've gone for it. So I don't really understand. But
as I understand it, it was ruled out because you were in the line of the goalkeeper's position, and your head was in an offside position. But you can laugh about it now.
Yeah, I'll see. We've won the game. It doesn't matter. We move on to the next game, and hopefully I get more goals and we get more situations like obviously no more situations like that, just more goals and more victories, more 3 points as we keep going.
Fabulous stuff. Well played tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, if you were left in any doubt what it means to West Ham, Mikel Antonio has portrayed it beautifully there.
Well, some people say footballers don't care, but you can see in his reaction there how good it was. He couldn't stop smiling.
I remember your post-match interviews were just like that.
Yeah, the excitement of winning, scoring in his case, of getting 3 points and giving yourself breathing space. Going into a training ground, fans see footballers go into a pitch and they see them in a big stadium and they think that's all they do. But every single day they're walking into that training ground with all their mates around, and if you get beat and you get beat and you get beat, it's so depressing going into work when everything feels as if it's going against you. So they can bounce into training tomorrow. They've almost put a decent gap, because it's not just 3 points, their goal difference is almost like they're 4 points clear now of that relegation zone. Huge win for them.
He used the word resilience there. They showed bags of character tonight, as I say, going behind, and as he said, another VAR decision going against them. Yeah,
they never looked like they were going to buckle to me tonight. From the word go, I think they were well organised, stuck to the game plan, had a little bit more of attacking intent, got forward and supported him a lot more. made positive changes off the bench. Moisey did, which I was very pleased about. And actually tried to get something from that game today. You know, even when they went behind, they had belief that set pieces could always be a danger. That is a game where, for me, a 3-2 game, it's just a travesty that the fans have not been in that stadium to watch tonight. It's been a really difficult transition from Upton Park to the Olympic Stadium. But if they were in there to see games like that soon, that stadium could be something to love, like Upton Park. Got a long way to go, but that would help.